Delhi and Mumbai, two of India's most popular cities, have kind of had an age-old rivalry since a long time. Whether it be about food, which city has a better street food, fashion, lifestyle, which city is better to live in. The debate just never ends, as you see. But today, I'll be talking about the teams based out of both the cities, in the Tata IPL, who are going to face in the upcoming match of the Tata IPL. Match number 29 is going to be between the Delhi Capitals versus Mumbai Indians. Now, this is the first clear home game for Delhi, as they play the first home game at the Feroz Kotla, which is now named the Arun Jaitley Stadium. They played that two home games at the second home in Visakhapatnam. But yeah, so this is the first game at Delhi, as I just said, and I think this is quite an exciting match. Delhi Mumbai, as brightly said, both teams have some exciting players to watch, but Delhi hasn't lost any game. Yes, they are the only unbeaten side so far in the IPL, and what a terrific start. I mean, to just get their campaign rolling. Now I'll just look at both the teams. How they were in the last game, the playing 11s, the players to look out for, and vice versa. I'll start with Delhi. As I said, this is the first game at the Feroz Kotla in Delhi. Their openers, I think no changes as such. Faf du Plessis, Jake Fraser McGurk, and Abhishek Porel at number 3, who has come in as an impact player whenever they batted. And at number 4, KL Rahul, the ever dependent KL Rahul, who will keep the wickets as well. And Akshay Patel at number 5, Tristan Stubbs at number 6, and Ashutosh Sharma at number 7. So these 7 are the batters, and at 8 they have the all-rounder Vipraj Nigam, who's been so good for them, at the lower order as well. So yeah, these are the 8 batters. Pretty good depth as well in terms of batting. Then the bowling: Kuldeep Yadav, Mukesh Kumar, Mohit Sharma, and Mitchell Stark. Good fast bowlers, good spinners as well overall. So yeah, this is Delhi's team, and I don't think as such there is to be any changes as such. As I said, they haven't really lost any game. Are looking pretty good, whether it be about bowling, batting. The last game they gave away around 50-60 runs odd. In the last against Bangalore, but came back so well to only give away more than 100 in those remaining overs. I think Stark leaked some runs, but overall, otherwise he's been good. The fast bowling, other than Stark, is also shaping up pretty well. Mukesh Kumar is bowling well. Mohit Sharma is bowling well. Mohit did not finish his overs, but he bowled really well, picking up that wicket of Livingston. Spinners doing pretty well. Akshar hasn't picked up wickets, but bowled pretty well in the last game. Kuldeep Yadav, arguably bowled so well in those middle overs in the last game, picking up Jitesh Sharma and Rajat Patidar's wicket. Real key players for the opposition team. So yeah, bowling wise it's good, but I think one guy who stood up for them is Vipraj Nigam. He batted really well in the first game, but bowling wise he's done well. Against CSK he was good, but in that last game he bowled really well. He had that once quite over, which sort of changed the momentum in the power plays, which led to RCB players going for shots and losing their wickets. So I think Vipraj has done really well. He gets that ball to flight, bowls pretty fast, in terms of speed and all that, but he's done pretty well, bowling those tough middle overs. So I think bowling wise, overall it's looking pretty good. Rahul's got good runs, coming off such a good knock in that last game, batted with such control, at Chinnaswamy, and then Stubbs as well looked pretty good, and that partnership of more than 100 in just 9 overs, just pretty good. Middle order is pretty good. But the only concern is that the opening hasn't just sort of, started off to a flyer, but I think Faf du Plessis is kind of an experienced campaigner, who is, you expect him to score quite a good runs, but again, it's only been Jake Fraser McGurk who's not had a good score. Fraser McGurk last year was so good, and that is the only change I feel that Delhi might look at, which I still don't think they will, because as I said, they haven't really lost any games, and teams generally, when they do not lose, they do not want to look to change any players. But only one change, if they are looking forward to they might look at is leaving out Fraser McGurk and getting in Karun Nair, who has had a terrific domestic season before coming into the IPL. They could have given him a chance at Chinnaswamy, wherein he's played a lot of his cricket, but I still feel they might stick with Fraser McGurk because of his such good performance last year. And if the wickets are similar to last year at the Kotla, I think Fraser McGurk will enjoy that. If he gets one good score, he might go off straight away then in the season forward. But yeah, that is the only change. I'd even love to watch Karun Nair, but again, since the team hasn't lost, I think they will stick with Fraser Magak, but that is the only change that they would look at. So overall, Delhi looks pretty good for his home game at Delhi. We'll be really excited to go. And now, moving the focus to the Mumbai Indians, who come off two close losses. Two as close loss. I think they lost by 12 runs each in the last two games. But I'll go through their 11, starting with the openers Rohit Sharma, Ryan Rickelter. Rohit Sharma is coming as an impact player. Then Will Jacks, and then Surya Kumar Yadav. Then I think it's Tilak Verma at number 5, Hardik Pandya at number 6, Namandir at number 7, and Deepak Chahar. So these are the 8 primarily batters. Yeah, these are 8 batters. I think Deepak Chahar, it's quite a good depth. Chahar last game went for that hit but just couldn't clear the boundary, so pretty good batting as well. Then they're bowling Jasprit Bumrah, Vignesh Puttur, Deepak Chahar and Trent Bolt. These are their 4 bowlers. And yep, so Mumbai's team is quite interesting. I think the one kind of mistake, I won't say a mistake, but a change that they did was they did not finish the overs of the spin. Hardik did not give more than 1 over to Vignesh in that last game, probably because it was Rajat Patidar who was batting in the middle and he did not want to give him spin, because we all know how Rajat Patidar is good against spinners. So that could be a tactical thing, but again I think Vignesh will have a key role to stop that middle order of the Delhi Capitals. And yeah, I think he's bowled pretty well. I forgot Santner's name actually, really sorry. Santner as well. So if you take Santner, it's a batting proper 9 batters that they have. So I think Santner will also be pretty crucial, big hitters in the Delhi team. So yeah, overall bowling wise, I think it's a good news that Bumrah has come back, who bowled pretty well in that last game, bowled some good Yorkers. But other than that, I think they need Trent Bolt and Deepak Chahar to shine. They've not got much swing in the power play overs, but they really love if Bolt and Chahar can, sort of come back to form. Otherwise it's pretty good. Obviously there's been talks in that batting order that if that can be changed. A lot of people are of the opinion that Tilak can bat at number 3, but I think he played a good knock at number 5 coming in. That experience that he has of this many years, I think really helped him, and played a terrific knock, when Mumbai was in such a deep trouble in those middle overs along with Hardik Pandya. Hardik will be really disappointed as well, because the last 2 games, in terms of batting, he really gave it his all. Last match when he came, he just sort of went bang bang, and he was like, I'm here to finish the game, but unfortunately couldn't. So he will again look. Overall, Mumbai Indians and the fans would really love a win, I would say, because if they lose here, then things, yes, do get a bit tough. But the situation that they are in, a win here can really take a team to a good level, good momentum as well, which is so important, especially in short format. So I think a win here will really help Mumbai. So overall, changes wise, I think could be only one change. I think is that they could move Tilak Verma at number 3. I don't know how it's going to be successful or not. At number 5 is still good, is what I feel. I mean, it's just about circumstances. If Tilak could have won the last game, things could have been different as well. But if they really want Tilak to bat at number 3, they could do that as well, and then sort of slot Jacks in the middle overs. Or another thing, they could probably make Jacks sit and play Bevan Jacobs, a New Zealand batter who was brought in at 30 lakhs by the Mumbai Indians. That is one thing that I think could be something that Mumbai could do actually. Tilak at 3 brings in that left-hander as well in the middle overs continuously. Surya Kumar at 4 if they want, and I think Bevan Jacobs can come in as well. He was brought, as I said, by the Mumbai Indians, scouted pretty well. He's had a pretty good T20 career. From whatever he's played, averages around 30, has a good strike rate. His strike rate is more than 145. So that is something that could do quite interesting as well. He's batted well in the nets as well, pretty much from whatever shot I've seen. So that is one thing that they can do, because Jacks, in his whole career, I've never seen Jacks bat other than the top order. He could bat because he can really go from ball 1. They could still stick with Jacks if they really want his spin bowling as well. Overall, he's a really good player to look at. But again, they have that option of going at Bevan Jacobs as well, introducing a new player, could do really well for them. So Jacobs is not a bad thing as well. Overall, whichever the way they go, it's pretty good. So Jacobs in Jacks at the middle order is something they could look at, if not Tilak at number 5. So overall, these are the changes that Mumbai could look at. Nothing much. Both teams look pretty well, even though, as I said, Mumbai has won only one game. Overall, if they just get a win, they can start over the tournament again nicely as well. So pretty good. I think both teams look really well. I think it's going to be a cracker of a contest. Sunday evening, 7:30. At Kotla, really well. Now I'll talk about the matchups that I would love to see. Is one matchup is from the Mumbai Indians team is Vipraj Nigam versus Surya Kumar Yadav. Just because both those players operate in the middle overs. Vipraj, as I said, has bowled pretty well. Surya Kumar has had one good knock which he had in Lucknow, but other than that, he's a touch bit struggle. But again, Surya Kumar, we know he's a terrific player in the T20s, so that is one interesting thing. Surya Kumar likes to score runs, farm strike as well, rotate strike as well. So it will be interesting. Vipraj has bowled well as well, as I said, bowls in high pace. So that is one matchup that I'd love to watch, Vipraj versus Surya Kumar. And one more matchup I'd like to see is KL Rahul versus Hardik Pandya. Hardik is bowled well, he's I think in the top 5 of the purple cap list, and Rahul is batted brilliant, in the last game, as I said, batted in such good control. So two players prime, who've done so well for India in recent years as well. So that is one exciting contest, two good friends as well off the field. So yeah, KL Rahul versus Hardik Pandya is another mouth-watering matchup to watch at. So that's it from me, for this terrific match that we hope will be a terrific match between the Delhi Capitals and the Mumbai Indians. Do let me know, who do you think, which team has that upper hand coming into this clash, and who are you going to support, Delhi or Mumbai? Do let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.